Hello everybody, QC Runner for QC Runner Games. I am back today with another episode of Hustle Castle. As you can see, we still have the event going on. Let's just jump right in. Let's see where we're at. We have 1 day and 3 hours to go. What does that mean? That means you guys need one more day before we see what we're going to get here. I was trying to figure things out of having a video, timing out the videos for, have a video for announcing the winners to the giveaway, have a video for finishing the Great Underwater Challenge, and then I wanted to do another video, and the timing of all those didn't really work out. Plus I've been trying to work on some things in the back end here, and it's just kind of getting all messed up. So I figured I'm just going to jump in and make a video tonight. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do yet. I'm going to make it up as we go. One thing we are not going to do is finish the event. That'll be coming tomorrow night. The goal obviously is to get as close to 0 on this time. In the past that used to mean something. Nowadays I don't necessarily think so. Drop rates are ridiculously low for all the good stuff here, so I don't expect to get anything, but, fingers crossed, maybe we get lucky. So that'll be coming tomorrow. Usually this video is when I would be announcing the winners to the giveaway, but I need to hold off on that for another day, so I'll announce that tomorrow when we also finish off the event. This is the first time, it's maybe the second or third time there was a tie in picks, but we actually had a 4-way tie for 8th place. So that means 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th are all tied. And I haven't really identified how I'm going to... In the past, I've identified what we're going to do about ties. This time I didn't. So I'm working that out with the the Hustle Castle Facebook page to see how we're going to handle that. And I'm going to have to wait a day until we figure out the specifics. So I don't know if we're going to be able to give out 11 winners this week. And if not, maybe give a reduced value for the last 4 people for the last 3 spots, split it 3 ways, or split 3 spots 4 ways, or worst case, what we'll end up doing is take the 11th place winner, give them one of the spots next week, and then we'll give away 9 additional spots next week. So anyway, I'm working on the details on that. I'll get that squared away and let you guys know tomorrow. So you'll probably, the people that won will probably get your awards before it's announced here, but I will be sure to announce it in the video tomorrow. So what have I been doing, and where have I been? Been working on trying to change a couple things. Right now, I think you can see my full window here. I'm running Nox. That's what I've always recommended. BlueStacks I've never had great results with it, but I decided to give it a shot last night, and I had some interesting results. I posted a picture on my Facebook and my Twitter of what I was doing, and I actually had a window open playing Zero City, I had a window open playing Hustle Castle, and I had a window open playing American Dad, and another quadrant of the window of the screen was my video camera with some software I was getting ready to purchase, which would allow me to blur my background so you guys don't have to see my horrible recording area that I have here. So working on that. I don't think my computer's strong enough to be able to handle that, and there's some weird background noises going with my computer. I was going to test out BlueStacks tonight, but right now my computer just constantly makes tons of noise off and on when I'm running BlueStacks, but I don't have that going on here in Nox, so I need to figure that out. I think that's going to be better. It seems to be better software. It seems to run the game smoother and it looks better. So that's probably coming in the future, whether we do multiple windows and multiple games at the same time. I'm not sure. That could be kind of cool, but that was just kind of a proof of concept there. Also, I have some hardware coming for the microphone. This is a microphone I think I'm going to use. It's the Blue Snowball Ice. The problem is the way I have my setup here, it's too low and it doesn't record very well and it echoes a lot. So I have to hold it up to my mouth for the sound to sound better. And that's not very convenient. So I have an arm coming in with a pop filter, which I've had some complaints about some of my popping, so hopefully that will help the sound quality a little bit. So we're working on improving the videos and the streams and things like that, and I haven't done any streams, but I certainly have those planned for the future. And another thing that's going to be coming is we're working on creating a Discord, a QC Runner Discord site, and MLG Titan is helping me set that up. He's here in the He's the guru, the engineer behind getting all that set up. Something I wanted to do, and I really enjoy that kind of stuff, but I'm just way too overcommitted, and everything I'm doing right now I just don't have time for it. And he offered to do that for me, so he's going to get that set up. And what we're going to do is have a channel for all of the games I'm featuring here, and maybe some general chats and things like that. We'll see how it goes, but it's still evolving. He's going to be the moderator, and from what I've seen so far, it's looking pretty good. So we'll post that, and whenever it's ready. If it's ready tomorrow, I'll post it, and if not, then week, 2 weeks. Who knows how long it's going to take on his availability and mine as well. So we'll get that going, and I want that to be a place where people can chat as they want to chat about whatever, but also a place that people are watching, so I can post comments and people will be notified of those, because I don't really have one of those right now. And I have some things on Twitter, but I don't have many people following me on Twitter. Facebook is the biggest site that has people follow me, but there's not that many. I just don't have a place where I can put a comment out there and people are going to see it. So I'm hoping maybe Discord will be that place. So that's going to be where I'm going to hopefully get to at some point. So where am I in this game? Let's just go ahead and jump in. As you can see, I crafted another essence, and it's another Ashbringer, some more dragon flames, and we're up to 5 now. And what I did, I opened up a couple. I had some chests I was going to open in this video, and I'm still planning on doing that. But I had enough mithril, and I didn't want them to be stolen, so I went ahead and opened up a bunch more dungeon chests, because I've been doing a few dungeons here and there. Not tons, but a little bit. And I got enough dragon skills here to go ahead and craft another one. So I believe we need 7 of these. I'll go look real quick. So we're 2 away. So I'm hoping if I continue to do the grinding over the weekend, I can do that. But we need 85 more dragon scales, but then we're also going to need 23 more of these, which, worst case, we could buy those from the portal store, and I think we'd probably get those. So, and I probably have some of those chests open. I don't remember if I opened them all this past weekend or not. So that'll give us our Ashbringer. So I'm hoping this weekend we'll get our full ancient set Ashbringer. That's certainly what I'm striving for here. Even though I'm not in love with the soul, I think getting myself up to a full 6 of 6 is worth using this for now, and then in the future I can change it to something better. I don't even know what the top people are running other than like a res here, which would be good for sure. But so that's where we're going. What was that? So I need let me just verify. I'm pretty sure that's a 7. I'm sure you guys know off the top of your head, and I'm pretty sure I know off the top of my head too, but I'm going to verify anyway. Here. Yeah, so we need 7. So we need 2 more of those. Well on our way to that. I've gotten, when I opened those chests, I got some good materials for Bane here. So over the weekend, if I do grind the portal again and open those friendship chests, I will be creating anything and everything I can. So obviously we got 2 more Banes coming, which is good. And I should have looked when I was there. I don't remember what I'm missing. So we got 4 out of 6 there. So we're a long ways from getting 6 out of 6. But unfortunately, it's not the cheap ones. It's the expensive ones. So we need 14. So we're still a long ways away from that yet. But and one of these is a good one. This one, not that one. This is a res, which is good. This one, I guess it's helping, but I think I could find something a little bit better, like improved damage. But I haven't seen that yet, so holding off for that. So obviously that's what we're going. I did hear some feedback that the priest, is good at a 6 of 6. So potentially getting this priest going, his 6 of 6 is supposed to be doing a lot of damage. Let's go take a quick look at that. So when attacking, with each attack, blesses the ally with the lowest health. The efficiency of healing received by the units increased by 35%. Obviously that's good. 2 additional allies are healed at 35% of the healing received. That's good. Damage by the blessed fighter is increased by 275. So if we get, I think this would probably be good with my assassin or my tank up front. Since my assassin dies a lot, he'll be healed more, so they'll be doing more damage. So that could be highly, highly useful. He also becomes immune to stun, freeze, and mind control. And my priest has been dying a good amount, and he's fairly weak in the dungeon fight. So I've kind of went back and forth of maybe I should do my priest before I do my assassin. Not sure, but those will definitely be 6 and 7 there before I jump on the paladin. So, and I also did a dungeon today with a guy running the shotguns. So I got to see the turret in action and everything. It was really cool, and he was a little bit higher powered than I was, but that thing was kicking butt. So I don't know, maybe that'll be our 7th one. I'm not sure. You certainly don't want to have 2 archers and the shotguns, the inventor in the dungeon, but that guy did it and it was working for him. So I don't know, maybe we'll hold off on the 8th one to figure out what we're gonna get, but going back and forth on the res versus the assassin. So they'll both get there for sure. And I have enough materials. I just need to get enough mithril to craft them all up. Let's go take a look to see what we have. All right, our assassin, we got 8. looking very good, ready to go to the next level. I'm not going to start crafting until I can do 2 more. I'm going to go, because right now we have a 2 item, so I'm not even, going to a 3 item is pointless, so I'm not going to do anything until I go to 4 items, which will be helpful. Not as good as the 6, obviously. And then we have the priest, and maybe, who knows, in the time being, between now and the time I get there, there'll be another really cheap offer for a 2 item set where we can add 2 more items, which we already have the, actually this would probably be the one we would do it, because I don't have these yet, so, so we have 3 of those. Go take a look again, so since I spent a lot on the other, I'm sure I won't get an offer like that for a while. Ooh, this has this one. It's extra spell power, we give that to somebody else, I guess, so, yeah, so if we got that offer, we have these 2, we get 2, then we all have to craft these 2 in the middle, so, yeah, who knows. This is the offer I have right now. Not interesting to me. For $50, you have 2 items. It's good ones. The weapons, they're highly useful. Things that would be very productive. Let's see, what's this? This is what we were fighting with together. Look at that. 4 damages and 2 crits. Really good. Anyway, yeah, not going to do that, so. Okay, what are we doing? Obviously, it's just been a lot of talking and not much action. We'll probably do a little bit of arena here. The problem with this emulator is the fight scenes and the refreshes between them are really slow. So I would like to get it where I can do dungeons and things like that on the emulator, but it's just really slow and painful, and the person I'm fighting with is slow and painful for them as well, and it's not very fair. So I'm hoping that's where we'll go with the BlueStacks. So I can do a couple arenas and things like that, but other than that, I'm not going to do that. So until we can get things sped up a little bit. All right, let's go ahead and open some chests. I hear that's what people like to see. We're gonna power up our hero a little bit. Maybe we'll go fight in the arena, and yeah, we'll see where it goes from there. Preparing, obviously, for the big event tomorrow of announcing the giveaway winners, finishing the event. There's been a lot of talk lately about the next event being a rune event. It's all speculation. There's nothing definite, and I don't have any insight into what's coming. Haven't been given any leaks into that yet, but there's, people have been, where am I going? I'm trying to open chest. People have been going, through the history of the game and when events are and when they're not, and the thought is that there is one coming for a rune event soon. So, all right, somebody asked me this question as well. We got food I'd be wasting. I'm gonna have to wait till tomorrow. Where do I get these reward chests from? These come from the PvE area here. I'm working my way through here slowly when my food gets up there. So the Dark Citadel, whenever you hit any of the big boss battles, which I just got another one right here, you get the chest, which gives you an ancient item. This one will probably do it as well right here. And then right here at the end, we get materials, it looks like, so, and 150 diamonds. So, do I want to waste food? Not really. So before we open that up, let's go see if there's anybody I can fight here. We'll do a little bit of the daily grinding, just so I can spend some of my food. Haven't had a chance to do that yet. Was trying to get emulators going and trying to figure out the giveaway situation, and didn't make a lot of progress there. So, all right, 202,000 for gold. I would be willing to take that. I haven't fought anybody yet. Let's go ahead and take this one. All right, this will be a good fight too. So he's almost 10 million. 6,000 mithril. 6,800 mithril. I've been testing out the Book of Winds. I don't remember if I covered that in the last video or not. Certainly in the portal it's been highly effective, to the point where I actually made it into the top 100 in the portal. I went to bed at like 75th place, and I woke up well out of the top 100. So obviously people were, as they were doing their dailies, or their daily portals, not portals, sorry, Djembe. I misspoke on that. I meant Djembe. They were passing me, but the fact that I got there was useful, and I did most of that by doing the Book of the Wind, because the Book of the Wind is it's been very helpful to my squad there. Oh, I also got a new orange gem as well. I had an armor that was almost full, so see, look at these loading screens. These loading screens are ridiculous. Oh man, can't watch the fight. We got the lag is so bad, and I'm hoping that will be fixed with BlueStacks as well. Couldn't really see the fight, but all in all, we won. 7,500 mithril, not bad. No gold. Both important, obviously. Yeah, see, this is the downside to this. This is just painful for me, and I'm sure it's painful for you guys. It's probably more painful because you hear me complain about it every single time it happens. It makes it even worse. All right, we spent a little bit of food. Let's go see if we can spend a little bit more food. I want to see what that essence is in there. Hopefully something immediately productive. Either Bane or Ashbringer. Ooh, there we go. 11,000 mithril. We'll take that one. And 410,000 gold. We'll take that one. All right, both of them. I'm going to do both of these fights as long as the people aren't in their game right now. That is one of the big requested items that's been on the list for a while. I don't know if it's ever been addressed as in something they're going to try. Oh, come on. That right there. We went all this time. We took all these screen loadings to get there, and then we click on it and nothing. You have to go back and reload everything else. And for people with old hardware, obviously my hardware is old, but I think it's more the emulator. These loading screens are painful, so people want to be notified before they go in if somebody's in the game, so you don't waste your time by clicking on that. And I certainly agree, and I would prefer that as well. So who knows? Maybe one day that'll come. While we're waiting here, anybody that's playing Zero City, if you haven't seen the announcement yet, there's a big update coming soon where they're adding the hero capabilities to Zero City. That's not in there yet. So for those at Command Center 9 and above, it's going to be, I forget the exact terminology, but the equivalent of our heroes and our dungeons are going to be added. So very good. So if you don't play that game or you're interested in playing that game, they're continuously adding functionality that's in Hustle Castle. So it's behind. The game came out after Hustle Castle did, but it's similar. It's just with zombies instead of medieval castle fighting. So concepts and philosophies and things like that are all the same. So if you ever thought about creating a second account, but don't want to go through logging in and out of Facebook and all that stuff to get multiple accounts going, you can just either play American Dad or Zero City, and you get the same game with just a different skin on it. So covering those on the channel as well, obviously. All right, come on, 2 more, maybe 1 more. Still got 900,000 food. Might just need to waste some here. Just hate wasting anything, which is why I have so many chests that I haven't opened yet. Alright, 1 more, and then we're going to go back and check that one again, see if that 11,000 mithril is available to get yet. Alright, that's it. We're just going to waste the food. Whatever. It's going to be wasted overnight anyway, more than likely. Where was it? This one? Nope. That one? Nope. I guess it could have been. I just maybe he spent it already. Oh, no, that's the one right there. Tama. Alright, Tama, hopefully you went to bed. I will be more than happy to take your 11,000 mithril if I can beat you. And not going to happen. Okay, that's not happening. Alright, let's go open up that chest and see what we're going to get. And then we'll open up the rest of these dungeon chests and see if we can't level up my hero a little bit. My hero is very weak, but it's getting stronger. Very slowly getting stronger. As you can see, I've not done Djembe yet today. That'll be coming after the video. And I would show you guys me going through Djembe. Maybe we'll try it, but I think we're going to have the same problematic, low, painful loading screens, which makes it difficult to watch and to play for that matter. So I don't know what that is. It would have been nice if we got one of the epics we were looking for as well, which we didn't. Accuracy potion for the ranger set. Well, that's a bummer. Well, what that is extra essence that will be used when we decide we get better material for our ranger, and we want to start improving that. So there we go. We got one ranger essence. Alright, let's go ahead and open up the last 4. I had, I think, 15 of these dungeon material chests. Like I said, I got a lot of snake blood. We're looking for 85 of not those scales. 85 of the other scales. Obviously, we're not going to get that in these couple chests, but maybe we'll get a little bit. Ooh, more snake oil. We're definitely getting some good Bane stuff, which is good. So maybe that'll be the weekend. It'll be Bane crafting. Bane essence crafting, anyway. There we go. There's 10. So 75 more to go. Long way to go, but if I keep I've been trying to do the dailies, do the dungeons twice, so I can at least get some stuff. And let's open this big one up here. And yeah, it's helping. It just takes time. I've got a lot of ether. I think I'm over 300,000 or around 300,000 right now. So definitely got some spending we can do on that. Let's just open these. I guess I'll just blast through them quick and see if we can't get something good. Alright, if you're not paying attention to the background, gotta make sure you're watching. I'm gonna blast through them quick. Ooh, heavy slab. I don't see as many people running that one anymore. Book of Wind seems to be what the majority of the top players are running. Ooh, the hat, good. Shackles. It's all good, but I'm only getting one at a time. But obviously we're getting these tokens as well, which we need, so. That's nice, got the hat, good. Ooh, the ring, I like that one. The ring's a good one. I'll have to go back and revisit and see if there's anything that's better out there that I should be running. We're getting better results in the last video. Last video didn't really get anything that was, or not very many that were useful, but certainly getting some of the more useful ones this time. Ooh, there's a torch. I got loads of torches, but hey, more is better. Another torch. I do like the look of that one. That shield is pretty cool. And the hat, good. Alright, now these are the bigger ones. We got 14 of those. 5 to 6 relics. And chance they're legendary. Probably a small chance. Ooh, now that is what I'm talking about. Let's get a couple more of those. Ooh. Ooh, yes. The reality is I need 50. I'm still really low level. I need 50 to get to the next level. I don't know how people have like level 9, level 10 of these things, because you just need hundreds and hundreds of these. So obviously you just got to do dungeons like mad. Nice. We are getting some good pulls tonight. Oh, and we got a legendary item. Very nice. Yeah, I'm not gonna use it, but hey, I'm happy to get free fodder for more ancient items. Now I'm gonna look at that. Ooh, I crafted a legendary ring. I was blasting through all my purple material. I only have enough to do 6 more legendaries, and I got 5 gem slots, 3 damage and 2 crits, or 4 damage and 1 crit. One of the other, I don't remember what it was, but yeah, that was really good. I'm gonna have to put that one on somebody. Another epic, nice. All right, these are much more successful than last time. Ooh, very good. Very good. Oops, no, we don't want to do that one. Very nice, and I will try to get through a few more of these over the weekend when we. I think I'm going to do the portal again. I might slow down on the portal runs depending on what's there. Then maybe if it's something good, I'll do it. We'll see. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing that every single weekend anymore. It gets me some good stuff, but at the same time, do I really need to do that at this point? Maybe, the time, energy, and materials are better spent on other stuff. I'm not going to do those during the day. Like the portal, I can kind of stick in my pocket and just do it without thinking, but I think I can probably make better use of some of that time. So, all right, so this is what we're running right now. We have this guy's up to 15 now. He made some progress. Still got a long way to go. We got Robin Hood halfway there. Very good. The ring, we got a few of those pretty good. That's nice. We're halfway up to 50 on that one. And the hat, we're up to 12. So we got a lot of good stuff, but we still didn't make a lot of progress because you just need so many in 10. We should need 40 more of those. So, and I'm only at level 5, is it? So it'll be a long time before those guys are getting leveled up. But the good news is, look at that. We got 13,000 warrior, 15,000 mage, 11,000. I spent some of these recently too. So my mage, I went ahead, like I said, I think in the last video, max that guy out, and next thing we're going to do is go here. Our warrior, let's just do that right now. Let's just max this guy. We need 43,000, so that means we need to add 30. So that means we need to open 15, or buy 15 tank ones. So let's go ahead and buy that right now. These are only minor increments, but obviously every little bit helps. And I got 355,000. Nice. So, I've been making some progress with the stuff I've been doing. So, warriors, we have 15. 1, 2. Be nice if there's a way to make this easier. It's like a counter or increment or something you could do to make this, go a little better rather than have to click. This is what I've been doing. Maybe there's something I'm missing. Maybe I can hold it down. I don't know. Think I might have miscounted by 1. We'll see. This little button is nice, and it's better than nothing. But it'd be nice if that was a little bit more simplified. Ooh, there we go. 43,000. Perfect. Look at that. I can talk and count at the same time. All right. So 63,000 robust health. We're going to go up to 76,000. So extra health. So we now have our second maxed out item. And for those at TR9, I think that you only get this first area here. I would definitely recommend this one, or maybe the first 2 areas. Vampirism is very good too, but from what I was reading, the first item you should focus on here as a warrior, and the second one is right here for extra damage, especially because my tank is doing so much damage. So that's where I'm going to focus next. So our first warrior is maxed out, our first mage is maxed out, and then archer, this is our next one we're going to focus on, and getting this guy maxed out. So we need 2 more to go. So 35,000, 24, so 12 more. Let's just go ahead and do that one as well while we're here. So we'll go, because we have enough to do that one, but that's it. So we go archers. We need 12 of these, and that'll take us down to 80, and we'll be done for today. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This does seem to be way faster here than on my phone, which is interesting considering everything else seems to be way slower. Alright, now we'll go constellations. Well, the exciting news is I'm only 1 away from getting these first steps done. 43,000 more, so we need 220,000, ether, and then we'll be able to finish maxing the sniper off. So 5,500 extra damage, and it's going to go up to 6,500 extra damage. So that would be extra good considering we're running 2 archers. And where are we here? We are 5 of 11. So 6 of 11 is nice for sure, but yeah, that's a long way to go to get those. Anyway, I'm back and forth. I'm level 5 for the Book of Wind and the Fiery Totem, and they're both useful. Certainly the Djembe seems Book of Wind is the way to go. The arena, I think the Book of Wind is the way to go because you're fighting people with mages, so that's useful. But like the portal and dungeons, I don't know if that's quite as useful. I think the totem is better. I always forget to change back and forth though. Since I started doing this, I'm not very consistent at keeping things the way I should be doing them. What is this? We could buy this just because we need this to go to 53. Wow. Just because we need that to get to these, but again, I'm not going to waste any resources on those yet. So, look at that. We crossed the 1.3 million mark. I think the top guys are 5 and 6. That was even before the last update, so even further away than that. But I did get a new boots. Where are they? They looked a lot like these, I thought. I got something. It didn't show highlighted here, so maybe not. I'm not sure. I wish I had the option of choosing nothing. I want my Superman to be able to go on his own. I don't want him to have to ride something. But it's either the horse or that guy. The Manticore is pretty cool too, but again, I can fly on my own. I don't need to ride something. And who knows, after the event, maybe we'll get that guy. Not that I want to win that one out of all the things. That's probably the one I want to win the least. Alright. My historic high, I'm trying to keep an eye on that. 10,546,500. Let's see if we are still under that. And our current power is 10,563,000. So we're still under our historic high. I've been finding, and I've been chatting with my clan as well, my historic high kept going way higher than it was before, and I think what it was is when you get your clan wars going on, I only have a 6-man squad, and I would jump in my, like some 8-man squads, and I'd put some other people in. I think the problem is a couple of my people were lower, especially before I got the Star Cool. I had a res mage, and that was really weak. But here we have, who's our weakest? Probably the priest right now. So if I take my priest out and I put in my assassin, because I'm doing an 8-man team, I'm going to add the assassin. My top 6 are stronger than what my current fighting 6 are, so it was raising my historic high, and it was definitely impacting me when I was fighting in the arena. Doing Djembe, and probably some of my other places as well, maybe in the arena as well. So I stopped jumping into the 6-man squad. So I don't know if you guys have noticed that or not. So if you guys know anything definite, post something in the comments so everybody else can read it and find out as well. But I'm pretty sure it's whatever fight you go into. Potentially not your dungeon fights. I don't think it's your dungeon fights. But Djembe, I was wondering if Djembe did it as well. Like if I lose one of my weak guys, I put somebody else in. If that's higher, if that counts. I think I read it doesn't though. But yeah, my goal, obviously as I ancient up my squad and I get more powerful that way, I'm okay to raise my power. But for this right here, I don't want to raise it too much. I want to keep it lower, and I want to keep Djembe nice and easy. The goal is, I can look in the store here, or in the top, the leaders. I haven't done my run yet today, so I've got 7,380 points, and for me to get in the top 100, nice, we're down in the 8,000s, very nice. I need to get 8610. I forget how many I get for completing a full run. It's like 400 to 600. So if I get 400 each times 4, say times 5, that would put me at 93, so I'll be in the top 100 again. These will be climbing as they go, but again, I don't remember how many you get, so there's really you don't get a whole lot. You finish in the top 50, somewhere between 50 and 100, you get, 500, 150 diamonds and 100 Kraken tokens, 1,000 Kraken tokens. So the reward's nothing special, so it's, it's just for the, hey, look at that, I finished in the top 100, that's pretty cool. So I'm kind of going for that. So it'd be kind of cool to be able to do that, because I've never finished in the rankings on anything. So my goal is to keep my Djembe going strong, so I can do that. Let's go ahead and see how painful those load screens are. So here's what I do: start my journey. I deploy my best because I can do that, and I confirm. I add spells, put it in here. I showed you guys this in the past, but I know we got a lot of new people. What I do instead of fighting this first fight, if you guys don't have premium, if you do have premium, the same concept works. So I took all those 18 or 12 spells and put them on there, but as you can see, I had 30 spells, and you can only carry with premium a total of 24. So how did I get 30? Yeah, look at these load screens, painful. And I'm going to jump right out. So we'll do a couple and then we'll stop. But this little trick is useful if you guys don't know about it yet. So before I do any fights, I go in and I'll craft some more spells. So as you can see, I have 15 out of 18 right now. So I can go ahead and craft 3 more, which will give me a total of 18. So when the crafting is done, I'll have 18. And if I go ahead and finish that run through Djembe, any spell I don't use will get thrown into my inventory. So that 18 is already there. I get to have that 18. So say I used 4 and I still have 8 left over, I'll have 20 or 18 plus 8, so I'll have 26 spells when you're only supposed to be able to carry 18. I said 24 earlier, but I meant 18. So it's very helpful if you need to be able to craft spells early, and that way you'll have them, or you can overgenerate. And it's highly useful if you are going from premium to non-premium, because then you can have 20, 30 spells, and then you go to non-premium and you can only have, these load screens aren't bad, maybe we'll go through this whole run. Then you can go through, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, you can go from your 18 spells that you can hold as premium to 9 with non-premium, but then you can be like 28, 30, whatever, if you do that technique when you don't have premium. So that's kind of cool, kind of useful if you need to use spells. So almost always I can get to level 12 now without no spells. Definitely 11 when I'm using the Book of Wind. I did have it happen the other day, I think with the Book of Wind. Somebody killed my tank on level 1. So I was fighting a guy with like 3 million power, and they just decimated my tank in the first run. it was quite sad. But then I went and put my backup tank in there, and she's pretty good. This is what I'll probably turn into Paladin right here. And she was able to carry us still to a 15 out of 15, which was nice. Yeah, these aren't bad. Maybe I can do some more djembe runs. Might be kind of boring for you guys just to watch, because I'm just going to be blasting through them here. Especially this first couple levels. It's kind of nice. When I was first doing Darkula, I was looking at stats just to see what she was doing. Now let's take a quick look right now. I'm not sure with that last fight, but for the most part, she's a beast. I still definitely love that. I love that one. That is very, very useful. So not as much in this one. Her damage is usually up a little bit more, but still, she took 27%. She healed 32%, and she's still almost full power. And then off and on, depending who I'm fighting, James does a bunch of damage, and then my priest, he did 38. Usually he's not quite that high, so he's certainly not as useful as he has been in the past. The Darkula is my big restoration person right now, and oftentimes my priest is the first one to die, so definitely need to get him stronger. Whether it's before the assassin, I'm not so sure. There we go, looking good so far. 9 and 15. This is running a little smoother than our earlier fights did too, which is nice. I'm pretty sure once we get to blue stacks, this all is a lot smoother, crisper, and easier to watch, easier to see. It's just can't have that sounds of the background going on my computer. It's basically just like waking up the fan off and on every like 5 seconds or 3 seconds maybe. All right, so we're at 11:15. We got to keep an eye on, see if we need to run any spells here. I have a couple times gotten 15 out of 15 without using spells, using the Book of Wind. But this watch guy here, you can watch this and restore your squad, so you can go back and fight, so you can still get the 15 out of 15 the occasion that you lose. I don't want to take any chances early on of having to use that. I'd like to save that at the end just in case when I need it. So because of that, usually I get to 12, and since I don't use that many spells now, I started using spells even if I don't need them. So I went ahead and used it right there. I probably could have got by without it, and I probably, most of the time, or at least half the time, could do at least 14 without using it, but there's really no point in saving them, considering I can craft them very easily without any problem. So why take, oh man, look at that. Why take the extra hit if we don't need to, like that? So we still got our full squad, but we are in a bad way. The one challenge here is the Book of Wind fires more frequently than the totem. I used to be able to hit the totem and then go up and hit the Book of Wind, or hit the free spell and then go up and hit the fiery totem. But now the free spell and the Book of Wind trigger at the same time, so I have to go to both of them. Neither here nor there, but interesting little tidbit. All right, 14 and 14. Our squads and a little bit of damage are. We are in a little bit of trouble. So I don't need to add these. I can usually get by without it, but I'm gonna do it. So do the free spell real quick. Jump up to the Book of Wind real quick. See if we can't get through it. Get ready for another free spell. Don't need to, and there we go. 15 and 15. And that was a little bit more struggle than I usually get. There's occasionally I have that, but for the most part I don't. And I forgot to look to see how many tokens I got. Let's go here. List of battles. We'll find it right here. So 410. So you do 15 and 15, you get 410. So if I do 4, then I get 1640. And if I go ahead and pay 100 diamonds to do one more, then I can get 2050, assuming I get 15 out of 15 every time. So might do that. Definitely going to do 4. We'll see if I'm going to do 5 or not. So let's see. Let's look at these stats on this last battle, just because. So Maddie only taking 21% of the damage. That is not what we like. We had our 2 mages dealing out 42% of the damage, which is really nice, plus doing 41% of the healing, which is crazy. And there we go, our priest, 37%, not bad. And then our archer's not doing as much damage as usual, so maybe that means this team was attacking my archers. I didn't really pay attention to the fight, but I have found, I think I mentioned this before, that people attack my archers in the back, then my mages do a lot of damage. People attack my mages, then my... let's go ahead and finish. Then my archers do a lot of damage, so the team supports itself pretty good. Alright, so this video is ready at 40 minutes. Wow, and we haven't really done anything. Just chatting, opening some stuff, seeing some stuff. So I think we're going to work on wrapping it up here. So like I said, tomorrow I'll do another video. We'll officially announce the winners, but more than likely you guys will have received the in-game payments, I think, unless, still working out the details of hashing that out. But Friday morning is usually when it comes, so hopefully that is still the case. But we'll do that. We'll finish the event, see if we can't get stronger, plus a portal open, so we'll see what the plan is going to be for the weekend as far as grinding goes there, so we can have an idea of where we will be by the time the weekend's over. So I will leave it there. Hopefully everybody has a good Friday, and I will be talking to you Friday evening, so thank you for joining, thanks for watching, and I will talk to everybody soon. This has been QC Runner for QC Runner Games, and I will talk to you later. See ya.